Hey there, YouTube. So the videos you just watched of the coal drag was more to show off the ScaleTrains locomotives that came in yesterday. And yes, I know there's nothing new about them. One was the Dash 9 in the NS scheme to run with the Dash 9 in the NS Primer scheme. And then one was just another SD40-2 from ScaleTrains to run with the other SD40-2 from ScaleTrains. And as you pan back here, or as I pan back here, and you watch, that is the happy collection of ScaleTrains locomotives, all equipped with sound and the V5 ESU Loc sound decoders. And they are absolutely beautiful. There are two more ScaleTrain locomotives on the layout, NS3646 and 3622. Those two just have a Digitrax drop-in decoder, so they're not sound equipped yet. But quite a fleet of ScaleTrains locomotives here, and I think I'm done for now. I know you're probably all in shock and awe here, but we're gonna take a break from purchasing locomotives because all of these locomotives, well, they had a purpose. So what I'm doing here is I am upgrading the locomotive fleet on the Allegheny Northern. So I've got a lot of locomotives like this Lifelike that, yep, it has a drop-in decoder and it works and runs just fine, but it's not to the same level of a ScaleTrain. So what I'm trying to do here is set a standard on the layout, both in terms of looks, details, sounds, and functions. So the next major project that I'm going to go through, it's going to be twofold. So as you guys know, I'm building signals. I got my last batch of signals to build. The stuff is sitting on the workbench. I'm going to be getting to that. But the next thing is going to be a Loc programmer and some Loc ESU Loc sound V5 decoders that I can put in some of the older locomotives that I have. And I'm going to start with the easy ones because why wouldn't I? And I'm going to start with the two locomotives that are designed for these. So it's just going to be easier. And then I'm going to start working my way around the fleet and the Intermountain SD40-2s, some of the old Atlases. Going to get those all kind of up to speed here so that we have some continuity among the locomotives. They'll be easier to program together. They'll be easier to speed match, and that will that'll make my life a lot easier. But going forward, gonna be very selective in what I purchase, and just in terms of one, do I need it, and can I replace something I already have on the layout with it? So, you know, if Atlas releases, these locomotives again, or Cato releases those locomotives again, does it make sense to upgrade the ones I have or buy them already set and ready to go and then just sell off the ones that don't meet the standard? So I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to handle that yet. So we're going to see. From what I've seen, where Atlas is re-releasing locomotives and they're adding the V5, it doesn't look like they're changing the castings at all. So you're getting the same level of detail and you're getting the same basic locomotive that you had if you had it, before. So to me, it makes a whole lot more sense if you can just upgrade the locomotive rather than buy it. You're not getting more handrails, you're not getting snowplows. In fact, in some cases, you're not getting snowplows at all. So I think that's going to be the process that I go through here on the layout. But at the same time, I'm also undertaking the signaling project, and so once these signals are built, that means I'm going to have to actually start buying the components to, well, make them actual signals and make them work. So kind of an expensive endeavor, but going back to the videos you watched, and I'm sure most of your keen eyes unless you were scrolling, you noticed that there was a couple of hoppers that kept jumping the track. And no, we didn't have any massive derailments or any issues like that. But editor's note here, I did not speed match all of the ScaleTrains locomotives. And because basically this video was to talk about what's coming up here and more to show off the ScaleTrains fleet. But I wanted to, I didn't speed match them. And the two new locomotives actually hadn't even gone through a braking period. That you were watching it as I was pulling a train, which I typically don't do. So they actually performed pretty well, all things considered. There was just a couple of spots where they wanted to jump off the track, and you got to witness that. So anyway, welcoming the two new locomotives to the fleet. I am done for a while. I'm not aware of anything that's coming out on the market. Oh, actually I am. So ScaleTrains is releasing some Conrail SD40-2s. I believe they are scheduled for September. I've got 2 of those on pre-order. So there will be 2 more. And then I think I'm done with the SD40-2s. Yes, I know Cato's also putting them out, but I don't know if they're actually putting out I don't know if they're putting out any NS versions. I haven't actually seen what road numbers and names they're putting out yet. And yeah, I mean, the ScaleTrains ones are pretty awesome. So I think I've got 4 or 5 of the Cato ones already. So probably just going to get those converted in sound. The only way I would change that is if I see that they've got some kind of new tooling or something that makes them better. And then in the spring of next year, we're supposed to get the GP30s. And I pre-ordered 4 of those. So that's going to be cool. One is the UP mother and daughter units there, so the A and the B unit. So those are going to be kind of cool. It's going to be the first time I'm going to have a B unit in N scale, that you didn't have to custom make. The other one is the CS Slug, which is going to be perfect for my mine. So I'm going to be running that up in the mine area. And then there was another one, and for the life of me, I can't remember what the 4th one is. I just know there's 4 of them. I don't think they were making an NS one, so I can't remember what the other one was. But there's 4. So I got to go look and see what the hell I ordered. But anyway, so that's going to be spring next year. That's going to be a pretty big bill at one time. So right now, we are going to take a hiatus on locomotives because the collection is full. And we're going to start working on some signals, and we're going to start working on getting these older locomotives up to speed. Now, I've never put in a loc sound decoder, and I've never done anything with sound or programmed at all. So after I fumble my way through the first one, obviously I will do a video for you guys so you know exactly what it's all about.